Guys, so today we are going to be making seafood rice. So the first thing we have here, we have 2 bags of raw shrimps. Marlene is already deveining one. We have some peas and carrots. We have 2 imitation crab. We have lobster imitation here. We have snow crab peas. We have some minced garlic, and we have onions and peppers here that we're going to be dicing up. If you're questioning why we got these products instead of the real stuff, you know, we're in quarantine. Everything is almost gone. So this is the way that we're going to be doing it. And then we'll show you the next step. These are the seasonings that we're going to be using for our shrimps that are peeled and deveined. So we have some black pepper, minced onion, Old Bay, garlic powder, and some salt. Now we're going to be going light on this because we just want to make sure that it has some type of flavor before we throw it in later with the rice. Here we put some pepper, black pepper. Now we're going to add a little bit of salt. We are going to add some Old Bay. We are going to add some minced onion. And then we have some garlic powder. And this we always go hard on because we love garlic powder in here. So we're just going to saute this, let our oil get hot, and then we'll show you the next step. So our oil is on medium low right now. We're just going to cook this literally for 2 minutes, you guys. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Here we have some yellow peppers, orange peppers, and then we have a little bit of onions. I am going to be cutting more onions. We have some of the juices of the shrimps, and then we added some more oil. So now we're just gonna add our vegetables. Okay, so here we have our onions and peppers heating up in the oil. They're kind of translucent. So now we're going to be adding some raw garlic that I minced up. So I used like 4 or 5 garlic cloves. And we're just going to let this continue to cook together, simmer for a couple seconds, and then we'll show you the next step. So here I'm adding a tablespoon of tomato paste. And the reason why I'm adding the tomato paste is because we want it to cook with the oil. It's going to give it nice thickness to the rice. And it's also going to give it nice color. Here we have some sazon ace. We actually put 2 because this is going to give the rice a lot of flavor and color. As you can see, the dynamic, it already changed with the sazon ace and the tomato paste. So as you can see, it is looking so good and smelling even better. So here we have our peas and carrots that we're just going to add to our mixture. We're going to let this marinate with all the flavors so far. And then we'll show you the next. Here we added our snow crabs so that it could start getting some flavors. And then we're just going to add our crab. So right now we added a cup of water. We're adding some salt. We're going to be adding some Old Bay, which, let me start pouring some Old Bay. And I wanted to get Creole seasoning for this, but they did not have any. Our supermarkets are like empty, all the shelves. So I have to use and improvise with what I have in my kitchen. So I'm just eyeballing this Old Bay. I'm trying not to add too much. I'm going to try it as I go along. I'm going to be adding some garlic, a lot of garlic powder. And then we're going to be adding some onion powder or minced onion because we like this a lot. And then I think I'm going to get some basil leaves also. I just got to look for them. And then I'm going to add that as well. I'm going to be adding a bay leaf. Actually, I'm going to add another one, and then once the rice is done, I will take it out. I'm also going to be adding some basil as well. I'll have to improvise, like I said, because my supermarket didn't have what I needed. So we're going to let this come to a boil. We're going to try it, and then if we need to add more seasonings, we'll let you know. You can see my water's coming up to a boil. So I tasted it. I'm sorry because I'm trying to do this with one hand. And it tastes really good. But I am going to be adding a little bit of this adobo. And the reason being is because once I put the rice the rice is gonna soak up all those flavors. And I'm gonna add a little bit more of Old Bay. This tastes really good. I was underestimating this. I thought it was gonna be a fail, but let me tell you, baby, this stuff is a bomb.com. And let me just give it a stir real quick, and I am going to show you real quick crab imitation and my lobster imitation. So now what I'm gonna do is be adding this to the rice, and I just gotta get a spoon. So now we're gonna be adding our lobster imitation and our crab imitation, and we're just gonna be throwing it in. We did rinse this with water because it was kind of slimy. It sits in that liquid, so we just wanted to add some water to it and wash it off. And I'm debating if I should add the other crab imitation. Marlene says no, but I don't think we need that much because we still have the shrimp. Okay, yeah, I forgot about that, so never mind. And you can use whatever you want with this. You can use scallops, you can use mussels if you want. You can use king crab, lobster. Like I said, I wanted to get some of that, but they didn't have it in my supermarket, so I have to improvise with what I have. And since this is our first time doing it, we wanted to just try these seafood. And also, I know this is not budget friendly, but you know, we're trying to be in high spirits here and just try to spend it as family. If you guys recreate this, make sure you share this with us. We are gonna let this come to a boil, and then we're gonna add. So here I have my rice. I am going to be adding my rice already. Let me get my spoon to move this. Look how good that looks, you guys. We might be doing a mukbang, so stay tuned for that. Also, you can season this the way that you want, you guys. I saw a lot of people, me and Marlene saw a lot of people making, using a lot of butter when they first add the shrimps to the pan to cook it. And you do what you want in your kitchen. Use whatever ingredients you have. Technically, a lot of people did use different seasonings. Some people did use adobo like we did, sazon ace. The Creole seasoning is what we were missing. But when I tell you this bad boy is phenomenal, it's just going to be amazing. So we're just going to let this come to a boil. And then once the rice is coming up to a boil and it dries, we are going to be covering it for at least 30 minutes because there's a lot of rice and there's a lot of ingredients here. And then as we proceed and the rice is cooking, we'll show you and give you the proper directions as how we cooked our rice, because I know it varies. Like sometimes when I make white rice, it only takes like 20-25 minutes. So we'll show you when it's done. Okay, you guys, so at this point we're gonna lower the heat and we're gonna put the lid on and let it cook for 30 to 35 minutes. Now I am not going to add my shrimps in. A lot of people, when I saw the recipe, were adding the shrimps now or before when we added the lobster, like when the broth was didn't have no rice, if that makes any sense. And the reason I'm not doing that is because every time I see the Food Network, they say shrimp only takes 2 to 3 minutes to cook. So I feel like if I let the shrimps that are already partially cook for 35 minutes, they're gonna be hard and gummy, and I don't want that. So I'm going to show you when I'm going to put the shrimps in. So we're going to let this cook for 35 to 30 minutes. 30 to 35 minutes. And then we'll show you once it's almost done. You guys, our rice is almost done. So what we're going to do is add the shrimps. Because the shrimps are already cooked. We just want them to heat through with the rice. And Marlene's just trying to add it slowly so she don't add any of the liquid. Yeah, there's too much liquid in here. The rice is pretty moist still, so we're going to let it go for a little bit longer. Yeah. But when I tell you this bad boy is delicious, like, girl. I think you're good with Old Bay. Just Old Bay and just season it with a lot of onions and garlic and stuff like that. The way that we did it, because to be honest, it is amazing. It just tastes freaking bomb just the way that it is. So we're just going to mix the shrimps in with the rice. And we're going to let it go for probably another 5 minutes. And then we should be good. Okay, you guys. So I mixed in my shrimps. I'm going to cover this for 5 minutes. And then I'll show you once it's done. But look how bomb this looks. OMG. Guys, so this is the final look. Look how good this rice looks. Of course, I tried plating it better, but it didn't work out. If you guys want to see more recipes like this, make sure you like the video, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.